Work-life balance, from myth to reality. It's the dream. Work-life balance. If only I could balance my business with my personal life, life would just be so much better, right? In today's episode, I want to talk about some key myths that I believe come up for many entrepreneurs when it comes to thinking about work-life balance. And let's just get straight into it. The first myth is this, that it's possible to completely separate your work and your personal life. As an entrepreneur, my experience has shown that, firstly, I would never fully want to, but I don't think it's actually possible. When you own your own business versus being an employee, you've got a level of ownership over what you do that I'm sure many in the employed world may have tastes of that, especially when they're higher up in senior management positions. But when it's your business, you'll never fully separate. Even if you've got other people managing, owning it, there's an element of your own identity that is still linked and attached to that business. And so the idea of separating your work life and your personal life completely is a complete myth. I don't think you can do it. What I believe we need to aim for is work-life integration. How do we integrate work activities into the life that we want to have? So the activities we're doing from a work perspective are the kind of things that we enjoy in life anyway, and we're integrating that into your life. So some examples of how you might do that. Well, if you travel a lot for work, can you potentially integrate and tack on some family holidays with that? Or can you bring some of your family along after that event? Or how can you utilize that travel as a way to continue to live the life you want? Another example might be, you really love to learn and read books, and there's a way of attending a course on trainings in your business to upskill and learn. And so you're socializing and you're connecting with these people at these masterminds while also still growing your business. Your social circle becomes part of your business circle. And that's very true in my life. I'd say 99.9% of my friendships are people who I do business with, have done business with, or I've met through numerous business circles. So work and life are completely integrated. Let's get on to myth number 2. The second myth is it's only a problem for people with demanding jobs or demanding families. So the idea that this work-life balance thing is only a problem for people who've got demanding jobs or demanding families. That's a myth. Whether you are a young entrepreneur in hustle mode, whether you've got a family and you're trying to balance, your side hustle or your business, you have an element of work and life that you are trying to integrate. It doesn't matter whether or not they're demanding or not demanding. There's an element that needs to be integrated. So this is not a problem that affects other people. It is affecting you right now. You just probably haven't focused on it and looked at, how do I want my life to be? The third myth is that entrepreneurs should always prioritize work over personal life. There's the hustle culture. Oh, well, hustle. Living is for later down the track. Sacrifice today, build the income, build the business, and then one day do the travel. One day you can do these things. And I've had a previous episode where we've talked about this, but that is a complete myth. Life is for living today. It's not for squandering. You need to think about what you want to do in the future. You need to, delay some gratification and be building a future that you hope will come. But to go, I'm going to spend the next 20 years hustling hard and then one day I'm going to take these holidays, I think that's setting yourself up, 1, for burnout, but 2, for depression and just a whole bunch of mental health issues, which is not going to serve you. So by all means, hustle, scrimp and save in certain areas, but make sure, even if it's just like, having a weekend away every 3 months with your wife or your spouse or your friends, just to get away and to reconnect and step away from that business and get some holidays. Even if it's just simple things, make sure you're finding time for life and living and doing things you want to do that are on your bucket list, even one bucket list item a year. The fourth myth is that taking time for your personal life will mean that you'll have less time for work and therefore less success. My experience has shown me that actually the more I step back from my business, the more I empower others and give other people opportunities to shine and provide more time options on my world, the more successful and more profitable the better business and life becomes. And that's about understanding the power of delegation and the power of the gift that you give someone else who loves what they do to fill that role and to find purpose and meaning in their life. And they get to do that, and it frees up your time to then pursue other areas. Sometimes you put those focuses on growing other areas of your business, and other times you focus that on other areas of your life, like spending time with kids or taking up a new hobby or exercising finally because you've got that space to breathe. So taking time for your personal life, if anything, it actually means that you've recharged your batteries and you will be more effective in the time that you do show up in work and ultimately be more successful. That's been my experience, and I've also noticed that in many of the people I surround myself with as well. The fifth myth is that technology makes it easier to balance work and personal life. I think this is a complete myth. I'm a techie. I love technology. I think that technology has helped humanity in so many ways, and there's so much potential for what it can do. But not all technology is actually serving you in balancing work and life. Social media, for example, it can be very easy, and I'm guilty of this, to be like, oh, I'll just send someone a quick message and I've done my socialization for the day. It's very different to when you connect face-to-face, get some people together, have a dinner, bare minimum, get on a Zoom and play a game or have a conversation that's not work-related for a few hours. It can make a huge difference. So technology, by all means, use it to help you connect and balance that life. But if you think that just having these apps notifying you on your phone all the time is helping you balance work and life, that, I can be at home with my kids and then, a Slack message comes through and I can just quickly respond to that. That's not setting up safe boundaries to really protect your personal time. So leverage technology, but don't believe that because you've got the ability to be always on and you can travel and you can do these things and be working, that's actually allowing you to balance or integrate that work and life together. You really want to be a bit more nuanced with that. So these are some of the key myths. What do you need to do from here? Well, what I would recommend you do is take a moment, write on a piece of paper, my dream life would be, and just describe, in an ideal day, an ideal week, what would you be spending your time on? Work and life. Design the life plan that you want and integrate the work components in that. Don't go, here's what I can do today. Paint the picture of what the ideal situation would be one day. Once you know where you're going, you can then start to track back and go, well, what elements of this could I bring in today? And then I can grow my business, replace myself, remove myself from components to move further and further towards that. Like if you noticed that in an ideal day that you would be exercising every day, well, could you take 5-10 minutes to just do a quick workout every single day today, if you're not already doing that? So look at what you want your future life to be. Now paint back to what are those elements you could bring in today, and now you've got a vision of what you're working towards in the future. Hope this has been helpful. Let's chat some more about work-life integration in some future episodes. You've been listening to Entrepreneurs Rising. Thank you, dear listener, for tuning in. I appreciate your time and look forward to connecting in future episodes. If you would like show notes or any resources from today's episode, you can find them at rising.show. Rising.show. You can find show notes for this episode and all other episodes, as well as links to socials and the ability to reach out and connect with me, make your suggestions for future episodes. Until next time, keep up the journey.